Hello, I'm Ryan Ramos, and my partner Cameron introduced our topic, which is the United States should make an incentive to become a legal U.S. resident by adopting a stricter punishment towards undocumented citizens. Our first claim was the current attempts are problematic, and we said that with the border wall, that it's far too expensive for the border wall to, one, it's far too expensive for like the taxpayers and our economy, and it's not going to accomplish all of the promises that Trump says it's going to. It's not going to deter the undocumented citizens from entering. Another way that the current system is problematic is because states aren't following the same rules, so we're not enforcing it in the same ways. So some states are more lenient towards these undocumented citizens, such as the state of California. According to Elizabeth Aguilera, in her California's new sanctuary law, will aid some immigrants, but not all. In California, there is a sanctuary law which allows for not exactly like free reign of undocumented citizens, but it makes it harder for the police to go with the federal law. There has to be far more steps of getting undocumented citizens out of California due to this law. And then there's the polar opposite in Texas, which they nicknamed the Show Me Your Papers laws. And Manny Fernandez, in his Texas bans sanctuary cities, some police departments didn't get the memo of the New York Times, stated that this Senate Bill 4, it bans so-called sanctuary cities in this state, among other provisions. The bill allows police officers to question the immigration status of anyone they arrest or detain, including like during routine traffic stops. So if somebody needs like a fixed me ticket for like a out light, they can ask whether they're a legal U.S. resident. This shows that not all states are under the same enforcement, that the sides are split. So some states are allowing more undocumented residents to get more things that the U.S. citizens should get, and other states are becoming far too harsh, such as Texas. Our second claim is that illegal immigration creates fiscal burdens, and these fiscal burdens harm the U.S. citizens, as stated by Cameron. And our third claim is stricter monetary punishment will deter and incentivize undocumented citizens. And we stated this through Canadian laws, how they deter the undocumented citizen with higher monetary punishments. Our opponent stated that we don't need a border wall, and at no point in time we never disagreed with that. We also agree that President Trump is creating a big hole in the economy by trying to push for this border wall. And from an article by Bill Chappell of NPR, it states that they gave President Trump $1.3 billion from Congress. That's what they first initially authorized. And after this authorization, Trump had requested $5.7 billion. So we also do agree that it does more harm than good, because the border wall can't exactly live up to all of the promises, and it's going to create a hole in the economy. Our opponent also stated that employers need to communicate and tell about these undocumented citizens, but due to the problems that I had brought up prior, it's hard for certain employers in certain states to contact these authorities because the authorities are only given limited power due to state laws, such as like California with their sanctuary laws. The state, federal police departments can't really do anything about the undocumented citizens because they're not allowed to take certain precautions as the federal government does. And then also with the law enforcement isn't getting the job done, this goes to the same sort of problem. It keeps running into the same problem because of these state laws, it's allowing for more and more steps to this process, making it much more time consuming and harder to actually get these undocumented citizens out.